I pastor this great church, pastoral team. Good morning, company man. Good morning, company man. Good morning. Good morning, company man. I want to first of all say that May of this year, this May, the 10th of May, I took myself to Methodist Hospital, Sugar Land. I had been up for about 5 days and was just trying to push myself through, not feeling well or feeling strong. And the Spirit told me to go to the emergency room. So Ross, I went to the emergency room. They kept me there all day long. And at the end of the day, the doctor there in the emergency room approached me and said, Mr. Hill, I think we found out what you're dealing with. I said, okay. I was in my spirit thinking I was just going in to try to find a way to get some rest and sleep. And the doctor told me, said, Mr. Hill, you have cancer. And we see cancer over 4 or 5 different places in your body. And I was like, wait a minute, doctor, what happened to the bedside manner? I mean, what happened to your ability to just speak to me from a standpoint to where it won't impact? You just said cancer? How could I possibly have cancer? I mean, I keep myself in physical condition. I've been the kind of guy who always wanted to do something physical my whole life. I've taken prostate exams, I regularly had physicals, I've done all these things. How can you just walk in here and tell me I have cancer all over my body? He said, well, I don't know what type of cancer it is, but we surely see it. So get with your primary care physician and have a biopsy and find out what's really going on. Yeah. So I immediately did that. And at the same time, one of our church family, my young sister here, Garri, K. Butler, was going through some cancer situations, and I had been speaking with her. And when I mentioned this to her, she said, well, Mr. C, when you go to the hospital and have that biopsy, call me, I'm going to come pick you up. I said, okay. She said, it's not a discussion. I'm going to come pick you up. Call me. I'm like, okay. So I had the biopsy. Now, fear immediately takes some control over you when they say the word cancer. There's not a lot of words in our vocabulary that has the same impact that the word cancer has. So I'm a little anxiety, not a lot, but enough. So when Garri K came to pick me up, she picked me up. She had a cold Gatorade. She had a cold bottle of water. She reached in one pocket and she pulled out a pamphlet and said, Mr. C, I brought this for you. It says, God's creative power over your finances. And here's another one I have for you, Mr. C. It says, God's creative power for healing. God does all the healing. Okay? Now, I had no frame of understanding, no real direction, but Garri K brought direction, brought understanding, brought this covenant-leading courage with her to come pick me up. And I could go even on more details. She reached another pocket and brought out a journal that she had all developed herself on prayers for cancer. And when you put your oncology team in here, and it's got certain prayers you can pray over your medicine. And she handed this to me. I'm telling you, courage your covenant with. Based on this, we had a meeting this past Tuesday. Many cancer survivors attended. Mrs. Ramona Roberts came into the meeting and blessed me. She spoke about how she had struggled through the night before coming to the meeting because Satan was trying to tell her she had nothing to say. But she came anyway. And when she walked into the meeting, she said to us, the team that was there, the word cancer is a 2-syllable word. The first syllable is can. We're going to talk about what we can do. All the can do work. What can happen. What covenant men can do for one another. We're going to focus on what we can do. I said, okay. I was blessed immediately. Then she said the second syllable is the "sir" part. And we're going to do this with certainty. Not only are we going to do it, we're going to do it with certainty. Oh my God. And the name of this ministry that we sat there and we discussed and talked about is Faith Over Fear. So Covenant Glen, we're building a team that's going to focus on faith over fear. Faith over fear. Faith over fear.
Good morning, family. Good morning. So good to be here today and see you all. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Garri Butler. I've been a member of Covenant Glen for 22 years. And during that 22 years, I've seen God move in Covenant Glen. I've seen him move in the lives of several of you, and he has moved in my life. I've experienced him in several ways. In January of this year, I was diagnosed with breast cancer after an annual mammogram. This summer, I went through chemotherapy, and I had a double mastectomy. I like to say that through the prayers of the righteous, I can stand before you right now and say I am cancer-free. I'd like to thank the prayer ministry, all of you who came and sat with me, visited me, went to doctor's appointments with me, who sat with me during chemo, sent me beautiful greeting cards to just let me know you're thinking about me and praying for me. Those of you who sent me words of encouragement through text and phone calls. Those of you who sent me gifts. I just want you to know I appreciate you and I thank you. And you helped me go through this journey. You gave me strength and you gave me hope. And I just want you to know that I appreciate all of you. I'd like to give special thanks to my husband, Christopher, my daughter, Corey, and my daughter, Rosharon. You were there for me. You put up with my foolishness. You took care of me. And I thank you for that. I like to say that, as Mr. Cornell mentioned, it's very scary getting a cancer diagnosis. You're bombarded with medical terms. You're getting all this information. You're getting lots of appointments, and you have biopsies and scans. And all of it can be overwhelming, sometimes confusing and frustrating. And I want you to know that we, at the Ministry of Faith Over Fear, we're here for you, Covenant Glen. Those of you who have been recently diagnosed, you're going through treatment, or if you're a survivor, we want you to know we're here for you. We're going to have a blood drive today. We thank you who have donated and you plan to donate. Your one donation will help up to 3 cancer patients, and we appreciate you. We also like to invite you to join us every Monday morning at 7 a.m. to call in on the prayer line. The telephone number and the access code can be found in the weekly newsletter that goes out. I'd also like to let you know that we're going to be offering a support group starting on November the 8th at 6 p.m. We invite you to come out. We invite your caregivers to come out. We invite you to bring your children out as well. So please come out, and we have resources for you. We have information. Today we have tables in the back where we have a raffle. We're going to be having a Relay for Life on October the 21st, and we'd ask you to support that. And go back and talk to the ladies in the back. We're going to have a raffle for a art quilt handmade by the famous Carolyn Crump. We thank you for that donation. And last but not least, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I encourage each and every one of you to get your annual mammogram done, because early detection is the best defense. early, you have a better chance of surviving it. I also like to encourage you to give yourself your monthly breast exams, and that will help. So I'd like you all to just come out and support us to each of our events. There'll be a raffle next week, and for the rest of the month, there'll be something going on dealing with breast cancer awareness and just cancer in general. If you have any questions, we'll be available. So thank you for your support. Enjoy the rest of the summer.
Amen. The mobile unit, I was told, is across the street to give blood. We want everybody, if you can't, go give blood. It's here. Mobile unit is right across the street. Let's give Cornell and Garri another hand. Courage. That's courage. Amen.